Today, we are going to learn about the water cycle. The Earth has a limited amount of water, so that water keeps going around and around and around and around in what we refer to as the water cycle. This cycle is made up of a few main parts: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. First, we are going to talk about Stage 1, evaporation. Evaporation is when the sun heats up waters in rivers or lakes like this one seen and turns it into vapor or steam. The water vapor or steam leaves the river, lake, or ocean and flows up into the air, as you can see from this picture. This brings me to our next stage, Stage 2. This stage is condensation. Condensation is when water vapor in the air gets cold and changes back into liquid, forming clouds. This is called condensation. You can see the same sort of thing at home. For example, if you were to pour a glass of cold water on a hot day and watch what happens, water forms on the outside of the glass. Or the same thing could happen on a window when water falls on a window and gathers together, as you can see in this picture right here. The third stage is called precipitation. Precipitation occurs when so much water has condensed that the air cannot hold it anymore. The clouds get heavy and water falls back to earth in the form of rain, hail, sleet, or snow. As you can see in this picture here, the water is falling back to earth as rain. My personal favorite, though, is snow because you get to play in it. What's your favorite? Finally, this brings us to Stage 4. This is also called the collection phase. When water falls back to earth as precipitation, it may fall back in oceans, lakes, rivers, or streams, as seen in this picture right here. Or it could even end up on land. When it ends up on land, it will either soak into the earth and become part of the groundwater, and this groundwater is what feeds our trees and bushes and plants through roots, which we'll learn about in another lesson. Or it could even run over the soil and collect in the oceans, lakes, and rivers. Now, once all this water collects together, the water cycle starts all over again. That is what is so cool about the water cycle, because it is never ending, just like a cycle. It goes on forever and ever and ever, and that is the reason that there is life on Earth.